Ta-da! Hey guys, what's up? I'm Sam from Inside Gaming, and today I present you the PlayStation Vita from Sony. This thing is, I think, now more than 10 years old, and it's still kicking ass. This is really a still viable solution for a lot of gamers, and I think it deserves a little bit of attention. So in this video we will talk about, is this thing still viable in 2022 and what can you do with it? So let's get started. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the hardware. I'm not going in too deep, of course, because there is 1000 videos that do that. I'm gonna just tell you what is really cool about the thing. The OLED screen is super amazing. Amazing to play old games there, and this is also the next point. There is a variety of systems that you can play on the PlayStation Vita, including PC ports of games and many other things. So let's maybe go through this. PS1, basically remastered versions of games, especially for the PlayStation Vita from the PlayStation 2, PSP, SNES, NES, Game Boy Advance, tons of arcade systems, all those emulators. So how can you do that? The thing is very easily hackable. You just type in something in the web browser and then the system will be blown open and you have access to a world of homebrew and stuff that you can use on the PlayStation Vita. You can, for example, stream from your PC or do many other things. You want a proper media player, you can get that. Whatever you need, there will be somebody out there that probably has written some code for it on the PlayStation Vita. And there are actually a lot of AAA ports of games, like for example the Rockstar series, Bully, GTA San Andreas, GTA Vice City, a lot of those games. Half-Life is on the system, ported on the system basically by hackers or friendly hackers or however you want to call those lovely people that support us with all this great software. And by the way, this is all legal. This is legal as long as you own the actual version that you are using. That's a really cool thing. I think that another thing is the form factor with the PlayStation Vita. The PlayStation Vita is just a bit smaller than the Steam Deck and a bit smaller than the Switch. The Switch is still a viable option to travel, no problem, and the Steam Deck as well. But this is way stealthier and easier to carry around with you and offers you a lot of stuff to play. May it be PlayStation Vita games or any of the other systems that I mentioned. So I think it's actually one of the greatest handhelds ever made because of that. And the OLED screen just makes everything pop. It's just really good to play those old games like San Andreas, like Half-Life, but also even NES games or PlayStation 1 era games on a device with an OLED screen and a small screen. So you basically have super sampling. And this is fucking cool in my opinion. The next thing is the ability to overclock games. A lot of the games on the PlayStation Vita were originally designed with adaptive resolution systems. This means that if you pump more power in, which is by the way absolutely without any danger for the hardware, you can overclock the CPU to I think up to 500 MHz and the GPU to 266. And this means that the games will not only run more stable, they in many cases will also run in a higher resolution. So this is super amazing. Games like Bully are still good to play, especially for people that never played them. So is GTA San Andreas. GTA San Andreas is actually one of the games that I played through just lately on the PlayStation Vita, almost done. Like I am in the last city and there's only a couple of more missions. I remember that from back in the day when I played through it for the first time. So this is basically the story of the PlayStation Vita. It's very cheap as well. And at least it was all the time. I don't know what the actual price right now is, but I suspect that it's probably still something relatively affordable. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, hacking consoles and using emulators or homebrew applications, even PC systems, you can install Windows on there or you can play DOS games, then the PlayStation Vita is probably the best thing to get and a lot better than all those Chinese handhelds. I mean, this is true Sony quality, and this starts from the screen and goes over the body and actually also the control, the things that are on there, apart maybe from the sticks that are a little bit small for my hands. The D-pad and the face buttons are really good. There's so much more that I could say about the PlayStation Vita, but this is a spontaneous video and actually I recorded it for the second time. And therefore, yeah, I'm gonna basically keep it relatively short and concise. But Is it viable? Absolutely. In my opinion, it's still one of the best gaming systems out there on the market. So, what do you think? Is it still a good system to have? Or is the PlayStation Vita obsolete in 2022? One more thing that I want to say is thanks for all the support on the channel. I know that I haven't been active in the last months, and this is because I was working in Asia and doing some projects there. But I'm back now and I'm very, very excited to come out with a lot more content for this channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, then do that. Also hit the like button, hit the bell, so that you get notifications when we actually come out with a new video. And this is an easy way to support us without paying anything and getting great content in return. So thanks again for your support, and I see you guys in the next one. Booyakasha!